It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little custom moms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning, at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. It's Friday. Hey, we done made it to another Friday. Oh, we are blessed. We are all so blessed to make it another break. Get sexy with it, Mike. Get sexy.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
October is over. Today is the last day. It is Halloween with the goblins and ghouls and the demons and devils and Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. The ring alarm is going on. Well, who's at my door? Who's at the door? The ring alarm. What's going on? The ring alarm. Oh, what? Oh, these dudes is here already. Let me get Dr. Smith in here. Doc, I gotta answer the door. They early. I gotta answer the door. I'll be right back. Doc, hold it down, Doc. Hold it down.
Hold it down. Good morning from the whip in the pre-show breakdown. We do some current events. That's what I could do. We talked about 100+ people in Gaza being killed. We definitely got to make sure we shout out everything happening with Hurricane Melissa, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Jamaica. I'm seeing the death toll is rising. I'm seeing America not responding too much and having too many conversations. And hopefully later on today, I can talk a little bit about why it needs to be okay for Black people to celebrate our heroes with all of their flaws the way that other people are able to celebrate their heroes with all of their flaws. Because I was doing some research and I was trying to figure it out, because I know that me personally, and I know Jay Black has a similar bias, toward people like Jay-Z, And I was like, what is the deal with these popular figures? Why do we want to put on blinders sometimes and not? And then I looked at other communities and I thought to myself, I don't see Elvis on the toilet when he died. I don't. And I said, there's a protection, there's a hedge of protection that people put around their people, in their communities. And I started to try to juxtapose what other people do based on what we do. I was talking about our Jay-Z bias, me and Jay Black. I was looking at other communities, and they love their people. And I always talk about John Gotti when he's going to court. They were flipping over the cop cars, and one of the Italian girls said, "This is worse than Russia," like the way they were treating him. And I was like, him and Sammy the Bull allegedly killed like 30+ people. You know, and I think about the Catholic Church, and I think about, you know, the Elvis fans or the Founding Fathers people down at the Crack Liberty Bell at the Constitution Center. And certain parts they just don't really engage with or they don't prioritize. And I guess, you know, it's their right. And I realize that with black people, we don't get that right. We get that, you know, Martin Luther King had parties. You can't celebrate them. You know, you can't play R. Kelly. You can't do this. And it's like, y'all don't act like that when it comes to y'all mobsters and y'all pedophiles and y'all everything else. Y'all take the good with the bad. Y'all do some different strokes with it. So I had some interesting stuff to probably show maybe today or next week that just show that people are BSing. People want black people to do with their heroes what they don't do with theirs. Larry King was talking about meeting Meyer Lansky, how happy he was. You know, all the Jewish kids looked at him like a hero because he overcame the odds. I was like, wait, they killed people though. The mob killed people. But no, they focused on the fact he overcame the odds and he was Jewish and they loved him. And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep my black blinders on real strong in 2026. If they did something good for my community, I'm rocking out with that. And I'll know about the other stuff, but ain't no way you're going to get me to crash out on my heroes or on somebody doing something good in my community or prioritize their negative more than their positive when you're not doing it for the people in your community. Word to MAGA.
Well, I can't. I don't have a. I was gonna say I have a difference of opinion, but I don't. I agree with you. I just also agree that they do highlight when somebody turns against them. They do highlight. They will make it a cliche of Benedict Arnold. And when
yes, that's different.
And they will banish somebody who tries to speak, and they will banish. And listen, if you're working for the other side, you're working for the other side. But I agree with what you're saying.
The Jews do that too. They call it self-hating Jews. You know, mafia. They kill rats. I'm saying, but if you're rocking out and most of what you do is good for us, most communities just be like, good for us. There was an article that used to be written every week in the paper, and the woman would write an article, and then she'd write the end. But is it good for the Jews? So all that aside, how does it work for us? Is it helping us? Okay, all right. Well, y'all can have the other stuff. So, and is it helping the majority of us? Because sometimes
that's a subjective Tuesday conversation. But
I'm saying Thomas Jefferson, they cleared out areas. You know, they cleared out white people too. You know, but overall, they the founding fathers. They had civil wars. They killed each other, 1 million people. But overall, right? They traded on the nation. They succeeded from the Union. They were trying to down America. But overall, them white folks is fighting for white folks, and most white folks, they look at it like that. They look at the whole battle. They champion the Confederate statues and the Union statues. And we be sitting there like that. They was owning slaves. How can they say no? Overall for us, it's a plus.
Yeah. That's definitely. But they did manage the people who wanted to help the slaves in real life, the real ones.
Oh yes.
Not the ones who used it for propaganda, but the ones who really stood there and said, the John Browns of the world. They're like, nah, we not gonna hold them up. Because
overall that's not a plus. That's not a plus for them. Freeing the slaves wasn't a plus. But overall, them even fighting about the issue was something they can all relate to. And you know, they celebrate the whole war, not just the Union side.
KT, we're gonna hopefully have that interview with KT with the book. Just a quick segue. Good morning
it's tomorrow,
to everybody.
Right? The book signing
is tomorrow in Trenton at Classic Books at 12 o'clock. So KT, Jay Black will get on here and send you the link. Let me see. We got a roof.
And he said he's showing up.
Where I'm at, they're doing the roof here. So if I get distracted, it's because there's a whole lot going on that I may have to get up every once in a while. And I have to leave early today. I have to leave here hopefully by 8:45. But I say that and then that goes upon the wayside.
No. You gotta set an alarm or something. the people in the comments will let you know.
Yeah, let me know. At 8:45, I got to get out of here. So there is a roof being built here. God bless. We're able to do that.
Happy Friday.
Oh, speaking of Jay-Z, you said speaking of Jay-Z, we got the Billboard Top 40 came out, and
I didn't see a Billboard.
And what they call is the rage bait. That's what a young man called it, and I like it.
Oh wait, Top 40 MCs.
No, the top 40, there's no hip hop song in the top 40 for the first time in 35 years. But there's a lot, there's a lot that goes into that. Matter of fact, you know what? Since we're going to get to it because good morning to everybody. Good morning. I'm trying to get everybody's situation in here. This is a young man that I appreciated how he presented this. So it's a little lengthy, but I'm going to play some of it about the hip hop.
More on us just rage baited everybody when they reported that no rap song appeared in the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100 chart for the first time since 1990, ending a 35-year-old streak. and folks just straight lost their mind. But here's some facts. The headline comes just a week after Billboard changed the rule on recurrence affecting how long a song could stay on the charts. Before the rule changed, Kendrick Lamar and SZA's Luther was in the top 40. Now it isn't. Also, there's the Taylor Swift effect. She's a force. We all know this. All 12 songs from her Life of a Showgirl album are in the top 40. That means it pushes 12 other songs out. If Taylor Swift hadn't dropped, then Cardi B, Big X The Plug, and NBA YoungBoy all would have been in the top 40. Now, some are blaming the lack of rap hits on the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle. Billboard even kind of alluded to this in their article. But I'm going to say this, and this is to the so-called fans. If you as a fan can only support one artist, and the whole health of hip hop hinges on your support for one artist and one artist only, if you let this battle affect how you consume hip hop, the genre that you love, the art that you love, the music that you love, you wasn't a hip hop fan anyway. You're just a fan of that one artist. Going even further than that, if you're the type who judges who the best rapper is based off their sales or their chart positioning or their platinum, gold, or diamond records or whatever other metrics they are, you really don't get it. It's actually been a really dope year for hip hop. We got some dope projects as a whole, from Clips, J.I.D., Chance the Rapper. We got Tyler the Creator, Mobb Deep dropped the dope one. Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist dropped some heat. Larry June, 2 Chainz, and Alchemist dropped the dope collab project. And we got a beautiful posthumous album from Mac Miller. But if you live and die by the charts, if you let the numbers tell you what quality hip hop music is, then so be it. You're a lost cause, for real. Consider this. NWA's Fuck the Police, Slick Rick's Children's Story, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, They Reminisce Over You were not top 40 hits. Mobb Deep, Shook Ones, Nas and Lauryn Hill, If I Rule the World, Jeezy and Then What, Jeezy, My President Is Black, none of them were top 40 hits. Souls of Mischief, 93 to Infinity wasn't in the top 40. Kanye West, Can't Tell Me Nothing wasn't in the top 40. Kendrick Lamar, All Right, did not hit the top 40. I say all that to say this. If you're a fan of hip hop, keep supporting the dope shit. Keep supporting the shit that you like. Don't let nobody tell you different. And if you're a hip hop artist, it's time to lock in. Make some dope shit, some shit that's dope to you, some shit that's dope to us, right? Some shit that means something. Who cares what the pop fan thinks? Who cares what TikTok thinks, where they only consume 15 seconds of your song, might not even hear the rest of the record, just that little 15 or 30 seconds that's popping on TikTok? Fuck them. Who cares about the formulaic, cliche bullshit, man? Just be dope and just be innovative. Because the fact of the matter is, no matter what the charts say, we always been influential, man. We tell the world what to wear, what sneakers to wear, what clothes to wear, what cars to drive. Brands make so much money off of us, our innovation, our vision, just our creativity, man. It's not going to stop.
So just want to say this. One of the things when I apologize for radio and the stuff that I promoted, radio has a lot to do with this top 40 Billboard bullshit. Radio, it gets paid to make songs top 40. Radio gets paid. They get paid. They get paid to make songs a top 10 or number 1. They get checks. Since the beginning of radio time. And so when we talk about Billboard, I don't care about the billboards. I never have. It's just a thing that a corporation, that an industry has created in order to tell artists how they make money or don't make money, or how they're stars and they're not stars. It's the same way how movie companies who own the movies they put out, they tell us we got to go out there the first weekend to make the first weekend box office, so that they created a formula in order to make their money. I don't care.
Unless it's Sarah's Oil, November 7th. Make sure you go check it out.
Sarah's
Oil
only. But exactly. But the problem with that, and God bless, go watch it. We did the interview.
Just that one. But yeah, go ahead.
But it's just a propaganda scam to make money. The culture is the culture. I talk, I walk, I act. Everything that I do is the culture. I don't have to cheer it on. I don't have to prove to anybody I'm part of the culture. I don't have to do any of those things. This is me. So with the Taylor Swift thing, of course Taylor Swift is powerful. Once they knew she was a money maker, they knew all 12 songs would be in the top 40. It's a rigged game, people. It's all a rigged game. It's like the Oscars. How people say we got to get represented at the Oscars. Let me tell you, name a few movies that never got represented at the Oscars. Coming to America, Baby Boy, Love Jones, Soul Food, Set It Off, Love and Basketball, Juice, Queen Slim. Those are all movies that we rock with, that we don't care. We don't give a damn. That the Billboard status, They make that so they go, well, we can't sign you because you're not this. You can't until you do it the way we want you to do it. Then when you do it the way we want you to do it, we'll take it and we'll cut the checks for everybody to play it. And the followers and the sheep that we are will then hear a song enough times to believe that they really like it. And that's what I've been trying to tell you. Ask yourself, do you really like it? Just because you hear it a gang of times doesn't mean you like it. Just because you could nod your head because you've heard it 1,000 times. Billboard is nonsense. The Oscars is nonsense. The Grammys are nonsense. The Grammys, the reason, a quarter of the reason, I can't put a percentage on it, that the music industry knew it was so possible, it was so profitable, was because they knew a Public Enemy could say, fuck the Grammys. We don't need a goddamn Grammy. And they saw the movement that was going on. We don't need them.
Well, you want to make more money, you kind of do.
But stop with the money, because the money is what gets us. The money is what compromises us. In all seriousness, the money compromises everything.
It makes the world go around too.
But it doesn't make culture go round. It doesn't make don't act like because we're not represented in the top 40 billboards that somehow or another our culture ain't popping. Our culture isn't influential. Dog, if it wasn't for drug dealers, soccer moms wouldn't be walking around with TVs in their headboards in their minivans picking up their kids.
What up, Cam?
And I'm not glorifying drug dealers. They're the ones who made it possible for iPhones to be popping like this. We would have never thought about having a cell phone in our lives if we hadn't seen it from the individuals who were doing transactions.
Facts. Money has ruined everything culturally.
Every time they grab it and they make a profit off of it, the minute a rapper got signed to a record label, we lost the culture. Because at that point, they were going to make sure they ran it eventually the way they wanted. Once they figured it out, once they figured out the power in it, that's when they decided they were going to use it for their well-being. So don't let this Billboard nonsense make you think that something that I was a part of in the creation of when the first hip hop song I heard was like in 79, 80. That you're going to tell me, all of a sudden hip-hop ain't this. Hip-hop has changed everything. There is no music that has ever changed everything in a culture the way hip-hop has. You can try and debate it. You can't. We have touched every aspect of life in America. Every culture. They are racist Klan members making rap songs. Think about that.
Yeah, Cypher sent me a couple of them, yeah.
Think about that for a second.
What, KKK rap?
Yeah,
They're rapping.
Yeah. Saying nigga and everything. It's like, damn, how they get this off?
Think about it.
Oh, yeah, I saw it when y'all doing one viral. Yeah, with the long hair boy, the other dude. I see that, too. Okay.
We saw Charlie Kirk sitting around talking about rappers in text messages. Slumpy was talking about rappers. Cutthroat was talking about rappers.
Every time Nicki drops, I lose my mind. That's what he said.
I lose my mind.
Quoting that monster verse.
So be easy.
What up, Craig?
Happy Friday. Agreed. My hip hop has sold every product. Everything. And guess what? If Billboard doesn't like it, it's better when it's not mainstream. Our music is better. Everything we do culturally is better when it's not mainstream.
Yeah, so-called mainstream. They just use that term.
Yeah, so-called mainstream.
To make it look like they more important. They be like the mainstream, just the white people.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Though, it's a slick wordplay to make you think, like minorities, even though you're the global majority, they just count it funny and be like, you're a minority. It's like, yo, you're 10% of the population. We're 90. Why are we walking around calling ourselves? People in D.C. was calling themselves minority back when it was Chocolate City. The whole city was black, and they were like, we're minorities. I was like, what? So you're locally the majority, you're globally the majority, but in your mind, you're still a minority. I said, wow, mainstream. Yeah, F your mainstream.
I say this all the time. I liked it better when we could literally have a conversation in our hip hop dialect, and they literally didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
Oh yeah, people in nail shop are like that now. Now they got those ear pods that could, translate all the languages. They be quiet in them nail shops now. But yeah, they like them days we could have a conversation.
I liked it better when they literally didn't know the definition of the words. We used the same words they used, and we used them differently, and they didn't know the definition of how we were using it.
Oh, yeah. Even Run DMC was like, nah, bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Yeah, it
Exactly.
is.
Exactly. So
They didn't
so
even
so
know what we meant
so
when we said bad.
they did not know. I laugh every day when I hear average suburban kids using words, not corny cliche hip hop words, but using terms where I go like, wow, they really know exactly how to use that word in a sentence. They
In
really know
real time
exactly
now.
what adjective that is. They really know they really know that. So be easy. And the young man said it was rage bait. It absolutely is rage bait. I could give a fuck. When I worked on radio, I knew the songs that were getting played 20 times, 20, 30 times a day, 50 times a day. I knew those weren't the songs that the people wanted to hear in the club. I knew those were the songs that people wanted to hear when they were playing basketball. I knew those were the songs that were getting played at the barbershop. I knew that. They knew that. We need to go back to selling our music from out our trunk. It's FUBU, for us, by us.
Yeah, Cardi B was out there. You saw her. She had the little bootleg setup where she out there with her bonnet on. She was taking the train and all that.
Now, on the flip side, to the artists, you guys have been brainwashed so thoroughly that there's a large percentage that just remanufacture the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. So let me give the other side. Yes, there's a percentage of this hip hop shit that is absolutely boring. I know what you're going to say before you say it. I know where you're going with the song when it starts. I know what you're about to release over and over and over and over again. But since we're staying on Jay-Z, the most amazing thing about Jay-Z is the evolution of his music. His last album was 444. And that the man made a whole album based on sharing the pain of what he went through with his mom, what he went through with his dad, what he actually went through, not in a loving way in his relationship. The man said he took responsibility. He felt that he was part of the miscarriages his wife actually went through. Hold on 1 second.
That sounds crazy just hearing somebody talk about it, let alone on a rap record. Because with the exception of Common, Retrospective for Life, I remember he dealt with, child loss, and Lauryn Hill Zion, when she was like, one day you'll understand. And she was like, think of your career, they say, Lauren, baby, use your head, but instead I chose to use my heart. Yeah, most people don't even talk about them topics. In 50 years, we might have maybe, 4 or 5 songs that even mention miscarriage or abortion. Even though it's something that happens every day, it's something we wrestle with and deal with, and something that people try to influence our community to take part in with, clinics all throughout the hood. You would figure that we'd have more conversations about abortion and miscarriage and child rearing, since everybody's talking about baby daddies and baby moms and all this,
Because
and
that
single
stuff
mothers
don't
and single
sell.
fathers.
Baby mama drama sells. All that you
Well, it
have.
depends. Like if you do a Brenda's Got a Baby, if you do, there's ways to do it. You just gotta. But that's the problem. The problem is with that, you gotta be creative. You have to be talented. But when you got somebody who's more formulaic, like Mike said, talk about money, wear this chain, put this racially ambiguous girl that you don't know where she's from in your video with the long hair and the light skin. Once they give you the cookie cutter thing, then talent ain't even part of the equation no more. So you're right. If you just want to get on the billboard, you just want to get these streams, you don't want to offend anybody. You can't take a stance, So yeah, you Mike's right. You lose everything at that point. Once you can't take any side, all you're gonna get is some down the middle bubblegum fluff, watered down. But you could play it everywhere, and that's what Most Def was saying when he kept talking about Drake's music. He said it's like elevator music, it's like mall music. I can imagine hearing it while I'm in Target, and that's the goal. The company's like, exactly, right down the middle. People who hardly speak English, people who are Republican and Democrat, everybody, pro-life, pro-choice, everybody can do Hotline Bling. The only issue is that you can't only be that, because then when people ask questions like, who are you? You can see Drake now. It's 2 years later. He can't answer the question. All he's doing is getting sued and putting out bad music.
I mean, in order for Kendrick to do what he had to do, just think about this. In order for Kendrick to make music that actually had some meaning behind it, that actually made a whole culture start going back to the lyrics, to make a whole culture that had to actually dissect lyrics and use their mind to go, what did he really mean by that? And to actually, people who have been in hip hop for 30, 40, 50 years to go back and be like, oh, he meant this by it. Also, he was referring, in order for him to break through, the man had to be one of the greatest ever. It's the same thing always. In order for athletes to break through, they have to be one of the greatest ever at it. In order for a civil rights leader to break through, they have to be one of the greatest orators ever on earth. They have to be, right? The black ones have to be the epitome of intelligence. They have to be the epitome of intelligence. They have to be the epitome of articulation. They have to be able to meet people in every aspect of a life. Malcolm X had to meet people intellectually at the highest level and be able to also talk to the pimps and the drug dealers at the same time. That's what you had to do. That's the level of what we always have to do. So when they dumb down something, they dumb the music down because they can't understand it.
Oh yeah. Or if they do, they don't like what they're hearing. Yeah, when they do understand, they don't like what they're hearing.
It's too complex for them to get that we can turn a negative into a positive. They don't understand it. It took them decades to get, I get it now. I get it now. And then they try to use it against us. So when you dumb it down for money, that's when you affect the culture. When they decide that we can get people locked up in prisons more often if we promote the same shit that they were scared of, when they figured out that they could use it to their advantage, they took it and they ran with it and they told rappers, we'd rather you talk about killing and people in prison than talk about uplifting your culture and your people. So yes, when money gets involved, it all gets compromised. When I tell jokes for money, I'm compromised because if somebody pays me enough money, there's a chance I won't talk about a certain topic that I may feel passionate about that might actually touch somebody. So when money gets involved, it all gets fucked up. But to the rappers out here who and I feel bad for these young kids because their whole lives they've been brought up listening to one type of music. They've been brought up listening to a type of music that is this. Even though it's still hip hop, it's this. They've been raised on women shaking their asses in mid performance. They have to turn around and show the crowd their ass.
Hey.
And we go like this.
Yeah, get it. Go.
We go like this.
Oh, we go like this.
The creative part of hip hop.
The creative part of hip hop has been gone, with the exception of someone like him. No, they're more. My problem is why haven't any of these black billionaires started a streaming service for our music? Well, I think Jay-Z started Tidal.
Yeah, but Jay-Z has Tidal. Yeah,
he sold it. He doesn't have it now.
Yeah, he sold it. He sold it. But once again, once you get into the money aspect of it, this is the problem. When you get into the money aspect of it, there are going to be some dealings that if it's exposed, you're going to go like, you did that? Yes, because their job is to profit. So artists are never going to get their fair share. The artists are never going to get their fair share. When there's somebody who's trying to make that much money off of it, it depends. My son is not into that stuff. And God bless. There's always people looking.
I think Kendrick took about 30% of it with him. Like, there's, otherwise it would have been a lost generation because people were predicting that with the little pumps and the little Zans and all that. I remember they had a freshman double XL cover. It was all these non-talented people one year with Little Pump and all them was on the cover. And that's when J. Cole made that song when he was like, yo, in a few years, you got to be careful. You're not going to be. And they got all, mad at J. Cole, but it was a prophetic verse because everything he said in the verse about them burning out and topping off, and fizzling out is what came true because nobody's talking about any of those people. Little Zan, Little Pump, and all them people. And the other ones are dead. So, but I think when Kendrick came in, he showed this generation what was possible in a way where, we never broke down lyrics before. Even people who have been in the game. I was listening to Triumph breaking down the verses, and when Jay-Z introduced us to what a double entendre was, it went to another level. When he said I mastered a double entendre, that at the same time, Jay-Z elevated it. And Kendrick, when he started dropping these hints and these codes and these symbols and things that came out later on some time release stuff, Kendrick elevated it. So even people who have been in the game for 50 years, what Kendrick had people doing with these 3-hour think pieces, even people outside the culture, a lot of these people finally understood what the old heads were talking about and why we were frustrated with what has been coming out with the Sexy Reds and all that and all the Drake stuff. So I think that the Kendrick saved hip hop the same way Nas did when he, said it was dead. Like some people
Right.
breathe life back into the culture.
And then on the music side of it, there were producers who say the Tribe Called Quest changed producers on what they would sample. They changed the music behind it. And another thing, those 3-hour lectures, and the reason they want us to live our lives in clips is because they want us to have no mental stamina to research anything. They want us trained that if something is more than 60 seconds, that is too long.
We too late. We already feel it.
But there are tons of people now who will take a clip and research the clip. Y'all ain't mad when AI gives you a long answer. It's amazing. When AI gives you a long answer, ain't nobody pissed about it. You sit there like this. So watch the whole speech. Read the whole book.
Whoa, Mike, you getting radical now, Mike. You talking about
read the whole book.
Most people don't read a book after they graduate their whole lives. The majority of people do not read a single book, especially in America.
Speaking of books, we got an author coming up at 8:00.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, she's coming on, and I'll be out of here.
Let me. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna get right early because I know Mike got early.
Go upgrade. Also, I got a funny story. I got Judge Mathis. Judge Mathis got a story.
Okay.
Judge Mathis got a story about what him and former NBA star Charles Oakley got into. Y'all better leave these OGs alone. This is a funny story to me. I like watching an OG tell a story because when they tell certain stories, you can tell they telling the truth. Very true with books. Thank you. Very true with books. And also, I got something extra special. Jay, you and Dr. Smith, y'all may be taking a trip to Tijuana. There are breaking news in Tijuana, people. There's breaking news that in Tijuana, a serum has been developed. Take that Takeover Legend thing off. A serum has been developed. A miracle serum that reverses hair loss in just 20 days, promising hope for the follically challenged everywhere.
It is.
So when you ladies are going to get your BBLs and y'all going to the Dominican Republic, guys will be going to Tijuana. Jay, would you be down if you found out?
She said, "Why just Jay and Doc? Why you coming around that?
Why can't it be what?"
No, they laughing because you talking me and Doc. So there's other people too that can utilize that. But would I fly there? How long is that flight?
That's not Tijuana's not far. Tijuana, Mexico. It ain't Tijuana in Mexico. I could have sworn yeah.
Right there. I don't know.
Yeah, I could let me see.
Alexa, how far is the flight from Philadelphia to Tijuana?
Is it Mexico?
Tijuana is 2,366.7 miles.
Oh, Taiwan. No, I said Tijuana. That's Taiwan. I'm bugging. I said that. I'm just looked at that. I kept saying Tijuana. That's Taiwan. I'm bugging. I'm sorry. My bad. I just looked at it again. I don't know why I said Tijuana. That's Taiwan.
Steve said, "Oh my God, I saw this the other day." So Steve was interested. Steve, go shoot.
I said Tijuana. My bad. Is where? So Taiwan is different. Wow, that is a trip.
Follically challenged. For those
it's between Japan to the northeast of the Philippines.
I just got my Rogaine. I'm trying. Like Asha told me about this Rogaine stuff, and she, I got to get that red cap. So I've been stalling because it's the amount of money. I said it's about the.
I said Tijuana. Where did I get Tijuana? Well, I blame that on Mexico.
Don't worry about it, Trump. Don't worry about it.
Tijuana is a country in East Asia, located off the southeast coast of the mainland of China, separated by the Tijuana Strait. Yes, it's a trip.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it really worked, I could see.
It's guaranteed.
I could see people trying. It's like it's worth a shot. Like as long as they don't make it worse. Can it make it worse? Yeah, that would be what my concern is. Because I'm starting to get my little in the middle. I'm starting to lose it up here. So You're an asshole. Yeah, I've been having a complex about it lately too, because I don't want to lose it, but I don't want to be the guy to put the black stuff in my hair. So yeah, I probably would. Does it work on camel toes? Trendsetter said, does it work on the moose knuckles?
Where do y'all go? What do y'all? Why would you? How does that make sense?
I don't know. It's trend. It's trendsetter, Mike. Stop.
Wait, Trendsetter, are you and Cypher hanging out off the like when we're not on the show?
Oh God. Tijuana. Yeah, that's much fun.
Yeah, my bad. I was blaming Mexico, and I was looking dead at it, and for some reason I was blaming Mexico. Taiwan, my bad. I corrected myself. I corrected myself.
You know they're gonna still laugh at you.
Oh, of course. You're getting LaChawn said you're getting a sunroof, Jay. Oh, damn, she said hit you in the chat. You getting a sunroof?
But you didn't notice it when we was hanging out. See, that's how I know it ain't that bad.
It's not that bad.
Or maybe you did notice it, just ain't want to hurt my feelings. Maybe you did.
I got major bald spots, but there's scars that I gotta get. I just am blessed to have a lot of hair. That's
at my menopause age, I'm going to have to take that trip too. See, Lady Q and Perry, whatever, something called a perimenopause, and I guess that's like pre-menopause. See, so all these, see, Mike, if it can help, they'll fly.
Yeah, but how do y'all make it about y'all? Nobody talked about menopause. What are we talking? Oh, she's talking about she wants to go to. I guess maybe she wants her hair done too. I don't know. Maybe she might. I don't know. I don't know.
Black don't want to be the next Jaylen Brown. Oh, yeah, they killing Jaylen Brown, NBA superstar Jaylen Brown. But
well, they should kill his barber because his barber probably said it won't come off.
All you see people is a hairline, and then everything else is gone. It's like just shave it off. Do the LeBron or something to call LeBron's people. If they really found the cure. Asha's in the
for hair loss, they could reverse in 20 days. It would be on every top news network. No, it wouldn't be, Asha. Haven't you learned that by now? It wouldn't be.
That's her lane, Mike.
I don't care if it's her lane. It doesn't matter if it's lane. The fact of the matter is, it would take away a lot of money from a lot of companies if that were true, and they didn't patent it. It would take a lot of money from a lot of people who would rather have you spend hundreds of millions of dollars on stuff that doesn't work. Will take you out. Yeah, I work with some ladies who are going through menopause, and that thermostat at the job.
I don't know where we're going. It'll be hot, then it'll be cold in the same minute. I'm like, how is that even possible?
Yeah, God bless.
No, I ain't hot.
God bless you. I'm glad I ain't gotta go through that. I'd rather just lose hair. Some people, I take a pill for whatever. Some people might have a problem down there. Laugh out loud. Some might have a problem. Some, I don't know.
The whole sunroof. LaChawn got jokes.
LaChawn. Wait, J Black, you are in menopause.
No, I said Lady Q. You ain't hear me, Shelly. Shelly, I'm Team Shelly. What are you doing? Yeah, try to read that word, right? I know alopecia.
Androgenetic alopecia, male and female pattern baldness.
See, I should know.
Yeah, but if there is a cure, they're not just gonna give it to you. If somebody has it, they're gonna try and steal it from them first. Call Steve Harvey for the plug. Yeah, they got the hair plug.
Steve Harvey? He was going, yeah.
Yeah, that was a wig. That was a wig.
He back.
But Deion Sanders got the plugs. Deion Sanders got the plugs. He was bald. The people making it though would make bazillions of dollars because it would revolutionize. But they wouldn't. The industry wouldn't allow them to make bazillions of dollars. They're not going to allow them to take that money. They're going to shut it down until they can get some of the money.
Hot and bald. I think Cam like them bald men.
I think she's losing the hair and she's going through menopause. Oh, that's a lot, Cam. Don't forget November 8th, we had West Hampton, the Q spot. November 8th, the comedy show. Lil Wayne has a bald spot. Hot and bald. November 8th. Shakira, is it Shatira? I said it right on stage. She said, "You're the only one who said it right." And I said, "You have no idea how lucky I got." Shatara Curry is performing, and Deani Miles is the musical guest. I'm trying to see if I get another comedian. We're gonna have a great time, so make sure you get them tickets. It's the Q spot in West Hampton. They already advertising it. It really works. They won't be able to stop their train. They're already advertising it. If it really works, they won't be able to stop their. Actually, you got hope. You got hope that they won't stop their train. Okay. All right.
I know you're waiting for Doc. I saw this funny that Don Page.
They're cures for cancer that haven't made the light of day. Give yourself 1 point for each thing you haven't done.
How many points you got, Mike?
Broke a bone. I never broke a bone.
You skipped school?
I could have said fired a gun. Technically, I only fired a gun once in my life, New Year's Eve, and I almost threw out my shoulder. Damn.
You're one of them people. Okay.
Done drugs. Alcohol's a drug. Been in a limo. Gotten a tattoo, 2. I got 2. Ridden a horse, no.
Wait, you never gotten a tattoo?
No, I don't have tattoos.
What was the other one? The broken bone. Okay, so you got 2. All right.
Ridden a horse, yeah. Sung karaoke.
I think everybody done sung karaoke.
No, I don't think I've ever sung a karaoke.
You never got at even lit?
I've hosted karaoke. I don't think I've ever sung. Oh, at a comedy show. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. At a comedy show, I have been arrested. No, gone zip lining. 3. 3. Been on TV.
Wait, are we being honest? You
Yeah.
just said you never been arrested?
No. I said I've been arrested. I got 3
okay,
so
so
far.
it's
I've been
3.
arrested. Yeah, I've been arrested. Been on a cruise. Got in Piers to smoke. Met a celebrity. Been skydiving. 4. Had a one night stand. No. Skinny dip. No. Been drunk. So I got what I got 4. I had to look at my fingers. I got 4.
You got 4.
How many you got? You ridden a horse. No pause.
Mine was only 3. I got 3. I don't know. Is it good to have a high number, or is it good to have a low number? But 3 things on there I've never done before.
Been in a limo.
I think everybody had to be in a limo, even if you're your high school prom.
Gonna take it. Skinny dip.
Tosh said she got 9. There's a lot of things you've never done before, Tosh.
So she's probably never ridden a horse. She may not have a tattoo. She may not have sung a karaoke.
Asha should be probably 20. Let me see what Asha number is. 7, because Asha don't be doing nothing.
Asha got something. She's been drunk by mistake before.
She definitely skinny dipped. She probably did.
Oh, has she skinny? I don't think she's skinny dip. That's a good one. I don't think she's skinny dip. I don't think she's skydived. She met me, so she met a celebrity. And she's never smoked. I don't think she smoked.
So what's the worst thing on there for people probably to admit to?
There's nothing really bad. Some people would think it is embarrassing to skip. Oh, one night stand.
Well, we know Asha gonna say she ain't do that.
Jeanette says she got 6. What is your 6?
That she hasn't.
She's never ridden a horse. I'm gonna say
skydiving is probably for a lot of
skydiving. She's never zip lined. Been on TV. That's another one they're gonna have. There's a lot of people who haven't been on TV.
Been on TV. Yeah, we've been.
Miss Clark says she got 8.
8. Yeah. What was my 3? Yeah, everybody skipped school.
I don't know. Somebody did.
Everybody.
Somebody had the fear of God at their house, and they wouldn't take the chance. Somebody had the fear of God, or was just a great student. I said she never been in a limo,
even for a funeral. Your high school prom, whatever. Yeah.
Super said 11. Super said he got 11 points out of this.
He's lying. 11
Super's never done drugs. Super's never done drugs. I believe. Never broken a bone. He's never fired a gun. Super, keep Super right there. Tell me if I'm right, Super. I believe he's never broken a bone, never fired a gun, never done drugs, doesn't have a tattoo.
I'm gonna put the link out just in case.
Doesn't have a tattoo.
That's crazy.
He has sung. I believe he sung. He's never been arrested.
He's a DJ.
Yeah. He's never been arrested. He's never gone ziplining. He's never been on TV. He might not have been on a cruise, but he might have DJ'd a cruise.
He definitely had a one-night stand. I know Super ain't gonna get on here and say he ain't had no one-night stand. I
can see Super never skinny dipping. And I can believe Super ain't never been drunk.
Get out of here. Like you said, by mistake as a DJ?
No, I believe Super's never been drunk. I think Asha's supposed to come up here and give us the...
I thought Asha about to say, I thought she was clicking on to say something that, I ain't never did this. Go ahead, Asha, get it out.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, Ash. All right, so what are the ones you never done? What are the ones you've never done?
Oh, I can't. Let me see here. There's quite a few.
All right, let's start name. Have you skipped school?
No, I never skipped school.
Have you broken a bone?
Broken a bone? No.
Okay. Fired a gun.
I fired a gun.
Done drugs.
Done drugs. I had drinks before in my early 20s.
No, drinks ain't drugs.
No, they are drugs. Yes, they are drugs. Yes, they are.
I've been in a limo. I don't have a tattoo. I've ridden a horse. I've never sang karaoke officially.
Mm-hmm.
If you count me singing at home, that's
no, that doesn't count. Karaoke in front of people.
I have gotten a ticket, not a speeding ticket, but like a parking ticket. Never been arrested. No zip line. I've been on TV before. I've been on a cruise. Matter of fact, I'll be on a cruise next week with my daughter.
Okay.
I got a piercing. My ears are pierced. I
Uh-huh.
smoked before in my early 20s, but it was never my thing. I tried it, but it wasn't my thing. Late 20s, early 20s.
Okay.
I met a celebrity, you too, Mike,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
And a
no,
few
Mike don't
others. So
count.
I have not been skydiving. Never had a
Okay.
one night stand. I told you I'm a one hander. I never had a
Uh-huh.
one night stand for real. Skinny dipped a little bit in St. Lucia. It was a private bungalow though, and I've never been drunk.
Ooh,
I
never
don't
been
even
drunk.
like
Okay.
alcohol enough to be drunk.
All right. So here they're going to separate drugs and alcohol. So no, drugs would be another one that you never. Have you ever done any drugs? Have you
Yeah, I
smoked
smoked
weed?
weed before. I tried it when I
Okay.
was a teenager. It just never was my thing. It made me sleepy. I always found if I don't have anything to inebriate me, I have more fun. I drink wine. I get so sleepy. I feel hot. I feel tired. I was
Well,
having
wine is
more fun
bad.
before the drink.
Yeah, wine is
Beer,
bad. People who drink
alcohol, I
wine.
don't like the taste. It's not my thing.
All right. So let's get to what did you want to
Yes.
talk about? Wait,
I'm
before
gonna
you
come back to K-Day. We got
okay,
K-Day.
everybody. Wait. Before K-Day said I got 1 point. There's only
Yeah,
one thing she hasn't done on
we
there.
gotta figure out
That
which
is
one that is,
absolutely
Mike.
amazing.
You gotta guess which one that is because she's full of crap. But let me
She's
hear
never
it.
been skydiving. There's only 1 point. She got 1
That's the
point.
only one? Okay, all right.
Is that right, K-Day? So that was right. All right, Asha, let everybody know what did you want to talk about? What you give us the update? What's going on?
Okay, so getting excited about Atlantic City. First of all, I need an absolute head count of who's interested and can seriously go because, as you mentioned yesterday, I don't want to be caught having, to pay this bill. If people decide at the last minute they're not going to show up, that wouldn't be fair to me to do that. So, and if it's not possible, if people could just be honest and say so, because we can just push it out till the springtime if people's money, because
Yes.
I know times are hard right now. So the work that I've done won't go in vain. It's already prepped. So if you can't make it, I won't feel bad. Or if we have to move it. So as of right now, we have two choices of hotel. We can stay at Caesars, more expensive, or we can do the Tropicana. The Tropicana is going to offer a lower budget price, the 17th, 18th, 19th. We need to determine whether we want to do 3 days or two. Friday night would be 105 plus the taxes and things like that. I'll put the numbers in the email. Saturday is around 168 with taxes. Sunday, 165. As opposed to if we stay at the other hotel, Caesars, 188, 350 for Saturday night, $350 and 212 for Sunday. So it's a significant difference. It is based on double occupancy, but also at the Tropicana, we have karaoke there. There's a nightclub, there's a comedy club, there's a pool there, there's more stores, there's more things to do. And at Caesars, it's a smaller hotel, so not much to do.
So
Just
let's
a
go
couple
to
restaurants.
let's focus on the Tropicana. Let's focus because that's going to be
So
cheaper for everybody and there's more stuff to do.
exactly. So the Tropicana, I'm going to put the pricing on the paper. If we do it in a group rate as opposed to individual rooms, because people could just order their own room, but if we do it in a block, it's 188 plus the taxes, as opposed to 209. So I'll put all the numbers in the chat so
Okay.
people can see that part. So it's going to be the Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends Better Together Black Excellence event. So if we decide we're doing Saturday and Sunday or Friday, Saturday and Sunday, that will allow me to put the agenda together. So Saturday night would be dinner at the Caribbean restaurant. And then I'll put the theme too. It's Black Excellence, really. It's going to be like an African theme. And then for our breakfast, it's like a Sunday safari. So that'll be our theme because I'm thinking pictures, marketing, all of that is going to be relevant if we have a theme and more organized planned event.
All right. So we need to know who is really in the go, and we need to know by Friday. This coming Friday.
Correct.
We need to know this coming Friday at the Tropicana. It's 188 a night, but that's based on y'all sharing rooms. So y'all, if y'all in, you're gonna have to get to that email. And then Asha can send you all the details. By Friday, we need a head count to know if this is worth it or do we have to push it out to the spring. Or if we have to push it out to the spring, But we need
Well,
to
how we do?
know.
We drag our feet. Let's go. Just
So
for
by
style.
Friday, if she doesn't have all the heads by Friday, if we don't have enough numbers by Friday, then we're going to push it out
Correct.
because she's not going to be left holding the bag. She's not going to be
Correct.
left responsible for all these rooms because we're actually blocking out the rooms. Okay, I can give an answer by Friday. Okay, so everybody by Friday.
Come back, K-Day. Come back.
By Friday. So Asha, that's the email. What do you want them to send you if they're in or out, right?
That's correct. And then I'm
And
going to put all of the pricing too in the email. Hopefully I'll be able to get to it tonight. I do have an event this evening, but definitely by tomorrow I'll have it in the chat so they can see the prices with the fees, what the features of the hotel, all of the things. It will be in the email.
All right, girl. Asha, we so much appreciate you for doing all this,
Oh,
Asha. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Asha
my
Boo, y'all.
pleasure.
Asha Boo, get that email and send your information if you're going. All right, all right.
Left. K-Day left. I think she was on there about to tell you what her one thing was. But
So
she-
Doc, these are give yourself 1 point for each. What were you about to say, Doc?
No, Asha's there. The blessing you do.
Yeah, he's gonna put it up. He's gonna put it up. He got it. Give yourself 1 point for everything you have done on this list. Skip school. Is that a point? Skip school.
Yeah, no, I skipped school. I never
Broken bone. Well, can you answer when I ask you? Can you answer?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's like
Somebody's
read it to
a
yourself.
crime.
So people
So some of these are a crime.
no, you can fire a gun legally. Have you fired a gun? Have you fired a gun?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Have you done drugs?
No.
No, he hasn't. Okay, so that's one.
Or
Been in a limo.
alcohol is drugs.
No, because they separated it here.
I've been in a limo. Yeah, I've been in a limo.
Been in a limo. That's 4 out of 5. Gotten a tattoo. Nope. All right. Ridden a horse.
Yes.
5. Sung karaoke.
Yes.
6. Gotten a ticket.
Yes.
Been arrested. Yes. Gone ziplining. Gone ziplining.
Yes.
Yes. Been on TV. Yes. Been on a cruise.
No. Wait, would I? I don't think so. No.
He's at 10. Gotten a piercing. You got your ears pierced?
Yeah, one of them.
Okay, got it. 11. Smoked. Have you smoked?
Yeah.
12. Met a celebrity. 13. Been skydiving.
No.
All right, 13. Had a one night stand. 14. Skinny dipped. Have you skinny dipped?
No, I'm not doing it.
Skinny dipped and been drunk.
Yes.
15. He got 15 out of 20. That's not bad. I mean, I don't know what's bad or good.
I don't know, yeah, because I got 3, he got 15, so we're on both ends of that spectrum. K-Day says she only got 1.
All right. Bring K-Day up. And KT, we're gonna come to you. Bring K-Day up also. Is that K-Day?
Yeah.
K-Day, you're not in the bubble. You're not in the hot tub. You're not in the tub or nothing.
No, Mike. I'm getting the kids ready. We're getting a little.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Take me off a speaker.
It's Halloween for the kids. So
okay, beautiful. What's the one thing? What's the one? What was the one?
Okay, what was your guess?
Well, my guess was you've never been skydiving.
Been skydiving. I have amazing pictures and videos. So I've done that.
Wow.
I'll give you one more guess.
All right, wait. Something you've never done.
She only got 1. She did
something.
One thing on this list. She did.
I'm gonna say broke a bone.
Nah, I'm a millennial, so I've lived life. I have never been arrested. I've been in the back of a cop car.
All right.
I've been in the back of a cop car, but I've never been arrested.
Wait. Why were you in the back of a cop car?
Once and twice.
What?
Yeah.
But the handcuffs have never been officially on.
Why were you in the back of the? But why were you in the back of the cop car?
You know, they had to place me there for safekeeping. Well, for other people's safekeeping.
Oh, so you got into it.
She was detained. Yeah.
Oh, so they detained you.
Here, you chill for a little bit because you're about to get yourself locked up.
And they took me home and said, just chill here. Let's talk about it.
It must be nice.
K-Day, you got a temper?
Not anymore. I just turned 40, Mike. What did we talk about the other day? You gotta change your ways after.
Oh, you evolved. Okay,
All right.
I mean,
but I've lived. So this list was good. I like it.
Does that count, y'all? Isn't it arrested? The handcuffs weren't on. She did say the handcuffs weren't on, so she was just.
No,
Are we gonna
technically
give her
she
that
wasn't.
point?
Yeah, she wasn't
Well,
arrested.
I mean, technically, yes,
wasn't
you
booked.
are seized, you are under arrest, you are not able free to go. But no,
Never
everybody knows
been
what you mean.
booked.
Yeah, when
Never
you
been
say
booked.
arrested, we
Never
talk
taken
about
to the
taking her to the
station.
station. Yeah,
No,
that's
none
what
of
we mean.
that. None
Yeah,
of
she
that.
wasn't fingerprinted.
Yeah, legally,
They didn't
yes.
take her
they would have got-
shoestrings. They
One time I got into it at the dealership with the owner, and then the second time,
Oh, this is stuff you haven't done. Okay, stuff.
no, no,
Sorry, I'm
no,
sorry. Sorry, haven't
no.
done. That's
Well,
right. Yeah, yeah.
I was not arrested, but I was put in the back of a
a cop
you
car.
know
I
cop car.
thought
So
it was a relationship for a second. Like she
no,
got kinky with the cops. Okay.
There's a thin line between
no,
love
no,
and hate.
no. I'm not violent, not violent. But yeah, so I got 1 point.
Yeah, you don't have the. I know this sounds crazy. You don't have a violent voice.
Not at all, right? That's why I don't
Yeah,
understand why somebody would call the cops on me.
not about the voice, it's about the
Yo,
hands.
you know they
The
got
violent hands.
it
No,
can switch.
no. Jeanette got a violent voice. Like Jeanette sound like she'll smack your face off. Like real talk.
No, I'm a nice person. I'm a cool
No.
person. But when I'm right, I'm right. And if you don't like that I'm right, and you decide to call the police on me, then that's different. But
Kind
Until
of like
you
Jay
piss
Black
her
out
off.
there. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm right. Okay, yeah, I feel you.
It's when- You know,
I'm
Katie
surprised the
got
cops
an
ain't called you because you done made some comments thinking you were right on here that you should have been arrested for.
That's
But
facts.
well, no, I was right. You just didn't read it.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
was
she do
put
come
her
at
back in the
Doc
cop
too.
car. Put her back in the cop car right now.
She be
She
coming at
feisty.
Doc
She
saying he's
feisty.
toxic.
I be catching them strays.
Yeah, she come at Doc all the time. All the time.
Nah, me and Doc,
Cypress.
we cool. But I gotta drop, guys. Y'all have a
But she don't
good
want that
one.
smoke.
Go ahead,
Take
girl. Have
care.
a good one. Happy
Hey,
Halloween
thanks for
to the
popping on.
kids. Happy Halloween. Thank you. All right,
That's
KT. Where KT at? KT, we got to do this
You
interview.
ready to interview her? You got to introduce her. She's like a guest. You about to interview her. She got a book coming out. You got to do
I'm
the
gonna
whole
let y'all
thing.
know at 8:45 I'm off, so I'm out of here at 8:45. KT, who is an avid OG listener to the show, who we did not know is an author.
Okay.
Not only an author, but an author doing book signings. An author doing book signings in Trenton, New Jersey at Classic Books Saturday at 12 noon. The book is called That Mom. We were surprised. I wasn't shocked. We were just surprised that a book that seems to be this deep came from one of our Takeover Legend family members, and we had no idea.
None.
We had no idea
We know.
that you were this talented, girl. Bring KT up here. KT, what's good? KT.
KT in the building.
What up, y'all?
She's here.
Hey. Can you hear me okay?
Look at that flawless skin, that smile. Okay, KT. All right, KT. Hold on, KT.
Kirsten is here. Kierstin.
Yes,
All right.
I told y'all Doc had it right the whole time. He was saying it right the whole time. That I and that E says ear.
That is Kierstin. That is so dope. Number one, that we get to see you live and in person. Okay, That Mom. Where did this book come from? What gave you the thought process of saying, I need to put this down so other people can read this? So give us, like, where did it come from? What's it about? Give it to us. Sell us this book, mama.
Okay, so That Mom is based off a poem that I wrote. I'm an author and a poet as well. It's a poem that I wrote about me and my son. My son was diagnosed with autism at 2.5. And during that journey, I also found out that I had ADHD and also PTSD.
Wow.
So the poem begins with my journey with him and navigating the world. And just the difference. I also have I have a 27-year-old and my son is 7. So I've had 2 very drastic parenting experiences. And navigating the world with him is very different. So the poem That Mom highlights some of those times in scenes, basically. So there's a scene in the supermarket where he has a meltdown. There's the stares that we get in the park because he's in kindergarten and still in a stroller. Things like that.
Wow.
And then also through that time, I had to find my own voice and project it for my sake and his sake. My son is also nonverbal. He does not speak.
Wow.
So Yeah, that's where it came from. That's what it's about. And about being a single parent of a special needs child. I am a single parent. And it is different, to say the least, when you don't have a partner.
Is the father
Wow.
around at all? Is he supporting financially? When you say single, that means he's not in any communication at all.
When I say single, it means that there is a court order for child support, and that is it. Um, Bryce has not seen his father since he was 2.5, since he was 3.
Wow. First of all, I don't think people understand how difficult it is to share intimate feelings that you probably just had in your mind the entire time, and the struggles that you go through in your mind. Even when I did Relapse Again on YouTube, rehashing everything
Yes.
is therapeutic, but it is very difficult because you realize you have to avoid that thing of falling into a deep depression because you realize all the shit you've been through,
Absolutely.
and you feel like the world doesn't get it. Like y'all don't get why I'm like this. Y'all don't understand the smile, what goes on behind us. A smile is an evil thing. And I don't mean that, please don't interpret it. A smile is an evil thing because a smile for yourself is you're putting this facade when everything else is falling apart inside you.
That's why they call it masking.
Yes. Yes. With that being said, when you wrote the book, what was the hardest part to share? What was the hardest part to actually put down in those words on the book?
My side of it. It's easy to speak and advocate for my son. I don't always have such an easy time speaking up for myself. But that's changing, obviously, because I'm sitting in front of you guys right now.
Wow.
It's something I had to come through. You know, therapy is a beautiful thing, and I suggest that for everyone. And get you a relationship with God. And that's how you're gonna come through it. That's how I came through it. And that's how I'm able to sit here as nervous as I am. My hands are shaking under my desk right now, but I'm gonna get this out because people need to hear it, especially our community.
So how do you manage if your son is nonverbal right now, still at 7 years old, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming he's learning sign language. How do you guys communicate? And I guess what does those challenges look like?
So he started he uses multiple methods of communication. He uses a speaking device, which is the iPad, and it has a program on it. People have probably seen something similar to it. He'll speak that way. We do use some sign language, and I know my son.
Wow.
You have to know your kid. So I know his gestures. I know his pitches, his tones, because he's very vocal. He's just not verbal. So certain sounds that he makes, I know what he wants, certain gestures, certain points. You just have to learn your child.
Where I work at the UPS mail store, obviously hundreds of people come in there every day. And because I have friends who obviously Mo, Jay, you, now that I know, have children who are going through this, I see kids come in and who are nonverbal. And I see what the parent goes through. And I'm not blaming the other people, but it infuriates me when the looks start going. And I try my best to actually engage, which, listen, my dumb ass has no education. All I have is silliness.
That's all they want.
So I try to engage, like, oh, we lively today, huh? And try and go back and forth to the best of my ability. I'm not saying it's a long conversation, but I try especially make the child feel comfortable, but I want to make the parent feel comfortable that the person that they're dealing with, and I've told people, look at me, we're good. Like, don't look around. We're good. We got stickers that Monica always gives the kids and everything like that. So there's stickers and everything like that. What is when you're in that situation, what is the feeling that you're having? Have you adjusted to F them? Or is it still a sense of the spotlight of the world is on me right now, which is what it must feel like?
I'm kind of in between, I think, at this point. With it, I'm in between. I do want to say thank you for being that person, though, that actually helps in that moment. is patient in that moment, because a lot of people aren't. It's hard. So for instance, the last time I took my son to a store, I don't go to stores. So that's one change. Like Instacart is my best friend, because the last time I went to a store, it was the CVS. We went to go pick up Bryce's medication, and he eloped. He ran off, jumps in a chair, and starts banging on the walls.
Yeah.
How can you not look? How can you not pay attention? I have to react to that. I can't, keep my focus on you anymore.
Absolutely. Yep.
And yeah, you do get the scares, you do get the stares, I'm sorry, and the sideways glances again, especially I got a black son, I'm a black woman, I'm by myself. So of course they giving me all the side eyes and the funky ass looks and stuff like that. I'm nervous in the moment, but the title of the book is called That Mom, because I am that mom. The switch up is very real. So I will address it if I have to.
Right.
Thankfully, I haven't had to go too far with addressing it, but yeah, I can switch up in a minute if I need to.
Somebody in the comments said, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Shelly. I don't want to give credit or not credit. Somebody said you're the illustrator of the cover also. Is that true?
I illustrated, there's illustrations for each scene of the book. I did do the illustrations, and I taught myself how to illustrate on AI.
Wow.
So the illustrations actually came from the words of the poem. I was able to flip the words of the poem into a prompt. I had to be very descriptive because the pictures are actually from our likeness. Pre Big Chop though. I had locks for 20 years and cut them off recently. But that does very much look like my son, but that's how I illustrated the book. Yes.
I think I've never thought about what you just said. You just said you don't go to stores. And I never I've never even thought about that. Like I've never even thought about because that's probably something that I would do, which is not go to stores for the future. Like, is there a pressure of you thinking, what happens if I'm not here?
Oh gosh, every day. Every day. I think about that. Anything could happen to me tomorrow. Thank God I do have this large gap between my children, and my daughter is an adult and knows that, if something happens to me, she's going to be responsible for her brother. And she's willingly responsible for her brother. But oh my gosh, I'm terrified of that every day, because you just don't know. And especially with the bullshit going on now, we got people in the government who want to throw my kid on a farm because he doesn't speak. But, if you put him in front of a computer or give him an iPad, he's going to show you how to use it real quick. He don't really need to be on that farm picking fruit or anything like that. But yeah, they want to put our kids in camps and shit like that because they don't find them to be worth anything else.
So cousin Ash has a question. She says, do you have any other support, extended family or friends? How do you
decompress and manage your stress?
My village is very small. I have an aide that comes and helps me out during the week, a couple times a week. I have my mother who definitely holds me down. But at almost 50, that's not going to last, but for so much longer. My father also holds us down. We had a sitter that was working with us. But other than that, his sister, but she lives in Virginia. Other than that, that's it. It's me.
Do you find it hard dating? Like, do you feel like you need a companion, but they wouldn't understand, or bringing them around your child, your son? And like, how's that experience?
I have had the experience. I was dating someone and he loves my son to this day. Loves my son. It was a long distance thing again, so this person wasn't able to be hands-on or anything. I don't really put myself out there because I don't know. I guess quite honestly, I feel like it's a lot to ask. because in order to be with me, you gotta be with him. I mean, you have to want to be with me. You have to want to have my life intertwined with yours. And I need you to, like, you have to really want to be here. So I don't frivolously date or anything like that. No, I don't do that.
Wow. Well, listen. The part I wanted to address is you said your hands were shaking under the camera. It's just fucking us, girl.
I know.
It's just like
they not no more. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
It's just
once I get talking, I'm good. Once I start interacting, I'm good.
Do she get what? What's that word, Mike?
Do I get respite?
You get a respite.
Yes, I do. I do get respite, but again, I'm looking for another respite worker.
And what if you don't mind? Well, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? Like, how do you keep the lights on? Like, because that's another.
I sit here with y'all, and I work every day.
You work from home?
Usually working. I work from home.
Okay.
My job is a blessing. My job is a blessing. I am a project coordinator for an energy engineering firm based out of New Jersey. So I'm basically a project manager.
Wow.
So I do everything from home, but my job is still demanding. I work while he's at school, whatever couple of hours I might have to finish later on in the evening, but they are extremely flexible, and I could not do this without them.
How do you feel about the government saying that Tylenol causes autism?
Woo, I'm so glad we can cuss on this show.
Yeah, go ahead, let it out, Benita.
That is the biggest crock of shit I think I've ever heard. But we're taking this from a heroin addict. Like I don't get the whole why we're even entertaining the bullshit. It's not Tylenol. It's not shots. It's genetic. I mean, it just happens. You can't pinpoint it. That's why there's still studies being done, so they can pinpoint it. I'm very angry when it comes to the government right now. They're putting labels on our children that shouldn't be there. They're flat out lying about their abilities, their disabilities, how they're getting it. He honestly makes me sick. Like I can't listen to it. I have to read it because it literally will make me sick. My child did not have any issues after his circumcision, and the Tylenol took him down. He's even had a circumcision revision, had to go back, was put under for that. That didn't do it either. It just is what it is. And I think it's a money grab. I think at the end of the day, it's a money grab.
And I just I want your opinion because I haven't done the research, and I know an advocate in Dallas who used to come on the show, who was very adamant. Who was a very, very adamant. She's on Instagram and she's a lawyer. She left her practice to raise her son, who was very adamant about these vaccines that have been and once again, I've done no research, so I don't mean to offend anybody. And I just find it when and her thing was the scapegoat of genetics. There is reason to believe that obviously genetics can play a part.
Mm-hmm.
But she started breaking down the years of when autism started being diagnosed and the influx of vaccinations that had increased at the same time. When you hear that, absolutely, there's nothing. You have your son, you have your blessing, so all that isn't going to change anything. You know that how it happened. But if you were to find out that 15 years from now, would you be part of a civil lawsuit? Would you put your name if people said this is the same way this country said cigarettes were healthy? There was a time when they said cigarettes was actually okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be something that you would take part in, or at this point you're like, I'm just worried about my life, my blessings life, or would that be something that you would actually be a part of?
I probably wouldn't bother. I probably wouldn't bother. There's really nothing that would change. And if they were to find it out later, then I would just be happy that they found it out later. You have to give time. You have to give the science time. You have to do the studies. You have to give the research and stuff time. A lot of things are going to change, in the special needs world and autism world between now and the next 15 years. So I can't, 15 years later, look back and be like, oh, well, I'm going to sue now because I know. No, I'm not going to do that. You don't know what you don't know until you know it.
Right. Where can we get the book? You can get the book
at ladyrenaissancepoetry.com. I do not sell it on. Everything is independent. Everything that I'm doing is independent and grassroots. It is not on Amazon. I still shop with Amazon, but that doesn't mean I have to put my business on Amazon. Wherever I'm at, you can always get them. I always have them with me. So on the flip side of being an author, I'm also an open mic curator. So if you pop up to one of our open mics, which we just had one at the Q Spot, as a matter of fact, that's one of our venues. Me and my two partners, Cam and Yvonda, the Meraki Collective. Cam, as you all know, is the real game queen, which,
yes.
Mike, I got a little bit of a bone to pick with you.
What's the bone? Go ahead, pick the bone. Don't tell me it's about the DJ.
No, it's about November 8th, and you haven't mentioned my sister being on that.
Oh, Cam, I'm sorry. Well, mention it. Go ahead. Take the lead. Go ahead.
Q Spot, November the 8th. Y'all know that Michael Sean got an event coming up. We got 2 comedians coming up, but we also have the Real Game Queen. And if you have not been a part of the Real Game Queen experience or the Meraki Collective experience, please know we are all a vibe. So at Michael Sean's show, you're not just going to get, his comedy, which is, we all know what it is. His comedy, you got new comedy. You got Deani Starr, who I've also worked with quite a few times. I love her voice. But come out and play some games. Cam is the best when it comes to the games. And she definitely got the area on lock right now. So you don't want to miss November 8th. I'll be there.
Look at that. She got good energy. Look, she's using her time on her platform to promote her book, to promote her peoples. Look at that. She's Miss Parker said, can you spell out their website? They're trying to go to the website. I know you got a book signing too this Saturday we're about to talk about, but what's the website again? She said, spell that out for them.
Lady, Lady Renaissance, RENAISSANCE poetry POETRY.com.
Did you get it, Jay? Because Jay really wanted to spell it out. You to spell it out for him so he could post it.
Colorado.
Because when you said it, he said woo. He said woo. He said woo.
All these tricky words.
All these tricky words. They trying to trick us up. Girl, listen, lady, give it again. Give it again where they can get the book.
Lady Renaissance Poetry.com.
Lady Ren, and I'll have to try out some of my spoken word on you. I had to try out some of my spoken word since you can judge me. I recorded a few things.
Okay.
I recorded a few things. I do a few things. So we're gonna put the website up. Jay Black is working on putting the website up.
I'll have a GoFundMe.
Oh, whoa, wait. Well, you can't hide. You can't bury the lead, mama. Wait a second. Hold up. Wait. You got to go for
a lot going on. I got a lot going on. I'm just kind of quiet about it. Well, I'm trying to be quiet about it.
So you got to GoFundMe just because you feel like you need support, or is it GoFundMe to help you with your journey? Like, what's the purpose of the GoFundMe?
So the purpose of the GoFundMe is that mom is building a foundation into something bigger. I would like to be able to help out the community, the special needs community, special education community. So the GoFundMe is to begin the That Mom project. And I would like to be able to do some events, some workshops. I actually am booking a workshop right now on how to create your narrative, basically, and how to use your narrative to get the things that your child needs or your special need loved one. need. So the GoFundMe will help me to pull all of this together. So that Mom Project is basically a beginning grassroots nonprofit organization.
All right.
And
Well,
the book, we're gonna be there this Saturday. So you're gonna be there at the Classic Books, used books in Trenton, New Jersey this Saturday, right?
Yep, this Saturday, starting at 12 o'clock, from 12 to 2 will be the book signing. And then from 2 to 4 is the open mic and my feature.
So 12 o'clock, I'm coming. Me and Lady Q, I want to buy 2 books. We're going to support. We're going to pop through.
don't say it if you're not going to be there, Jay. Don't say it
I
if you're
really
not
do.
going to be there. Don't do the bullshit.
Watch,
Don't
I get
do
there.
the
I'm going to take a
bullshit.
picture of her autographing my book. And I'm going to end up
You can always order them and stuff too. I use a local vendor for that as well. I don't use any kind of big corporation or anything for that. I use a local vendor right in Pensacola that prints my book.
But if you can't make it to Trenton, New Jersey, obviously you can go to ladyrenaissancepoetry.com. But this Saturday, she's going to be there starting at 12 o'clock, signing her books at Classics bookstore, Classic Used Books, Trenton, New Jersey. I'm coming through. It's too close to me. I looked at it. It's like 10 minutes from me. I'm there. I'm there, KT. I'm there.
And it's just a blessing that you came on here. I didn't know Craig was going. His son, I think, is also nonverbal. I didn't know that. Maybe you had told me, Craig. If I forgot, I apologize. But I don't think
my son was nonverbal till 5. Up till 5, he didn't start getting little words till 5. So that's I know that journey that she's going through. But I didn't know Craig as well. So yeah, there's a whole community within the community.
So yeah, there's a community here, which is, you know, God does what He does. We just sit here and try and be vessels the best we can.
I thought that when she came with the Bonita Apple Bombshell, we just didn't talk about Tribe Called Quest for the first time since I've ever been on the show. It's like synchronicity. I ain't never heard you talk about Tribe Called Quest, and then she popped up with that shirt. I said, ain't nothing by accident.
Craig's comment was, I had to relearn everything when my son was diagnosed nonverbal at 2, and then almost at 6 he started speaking. Doctors can't explain it. Parents have abandoned these amazing children. God bless you. So we didn't even know this type of energy and these types of blessings are going on within our family. Will you be at the show November 8th?
I will be at the show November 8th.
So if you're at the show November 8th, what I'm going to do, did we get the GoFundMe, Jay?
No, I don't have a GoFundMe. Cypher wanted to send her a Cash App right now. She got a Cash App.
Oh,
so that's dope. So people want to see, it's a community, KT. We here to support.
See my Cash App.
Cypher support the sisters.
Lady Renaissance. Stop. Not with me on the phone right now.
I'm thinking them up. What y'all talking about?
We support our people. For us, by us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. My brother Cypher. With you, bro. Like Queens.
I do. I have to take a moment.
You can put it in the chat. Like you can put it in the comments or something like that. Yeah.
She wants to address the doc because she's spunky. She's spunky. I see it. She's spunky. She want to pop up.
Oh no, they taking no. Oh God, don't put no. It's a good thing. I'm not popping off.
I know.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. You got a square today. You know
I have a request for Dr. Smith.
You know we
I have a request for Dr. Smith.
No, let him know. Go ahead, talk to him.
Dr. Smith.
Square. Yes.
You need a YouTube channel. You need,
I've been told,
at least a weekly show. When I say I get up, stop working, and run around this room every time you lecture, I could literally sit and listen to your lectures all day long. And it's needed. Boy, your lectures are fire and they hit different.
I told him I saw some of the stuff he posted on TikTok and it was cool. I said, I know what we want from
you. Gotta do more than TikTok because I don't TikTok either. I'm not.
No, really, but what I'm saying is that the content he did was fine. It was fine. But I was like, do what you do.
Thank you, Ash.
Do what you do. There's the cat.
That's just a little request from
Renaissance 8. No, I appreciate that. No, definitely.
Oh, I thought she was coming for you. I thought she was gonna hit you.
Dumbass nigga.
I thought she
right.
Dumbass nigga. Now that I got my square.
But that was like the greatest moment ever because I swear I was saying the same shit in my head at that moment. I usually agree with a lot of what Dr. Smith says, even when it comes to like, you know, the relationship shit. That's why I tend to go quiet in
Even
the
the
chat
exes at the
because
wedding?
I'm usually the opposite. I'm gonna call us out every time.
Well, that's a beautiful segue. That's a beautiful
Thank you,
segue
baby.
for calling y'all
you.
out. Calling y'all out. KT, whenever you want to come on, the link is up there. We would love to have you. We'd love to see you. We'd love to see you wild out. Listen, I know that's irresponsible. I know what you did was wrong, but I see a fire in you. I see we can bring you into this evil web of arguing and debating and dialogue.
Oh yes.
Oh
yes.
Have you ever been arrested?
Well, she's trying
I
to
have not worn the bracelets and I was not booked, but I was taken in. I have had the cops called on me, and I've called the cops on myself in 2 states.
Called the cops on yourself, and see, Mike,
why'd you call the cops on yourself?
Yeah, because
I am that mom, and what you don't do is fuck with my children
Oh,
anywhere
okay.
they are in the world. So my child was in one state, and some bullshit was happening, and I had to get her on a red eye from Texas to Jersey. So while there was a meantime, I called Jersey and let them know if XYZ happens between now and the time she lands, y'all gonna come get me because I'm gonna go kick this woman's door in. And then I called the people in Texas and I told them if these people that are fucking with my children ever get into my space or if I have to get there, I'm gonna let you know I'm on my way because I'm gonna fuck them up too.
All right. Well,
don't play with her kids.
all right. It went down. It went.
But a beautiful
the
soul.
the truth pops off. She's not to be played with. She's not to be played with. Girl, we're gonna keep pushing the book. You keep reminding us. I'll see you November 8th.
I'm gonna see you Saturday.
He's gonna see you Saturday. Allegedly, he's gonna see you Saturday. Him and Lady Q allegedly gonna be there.
I'm standing on it.
All right, our very own, an author, a family member, Kierstin. We know her as KT, is in the building. Get the book. We'll keep promoting it and get the GoFundMe and bring a few books to the Comedy Show November 8th. Please bring a few books to the Comedy Show November 8th.
Will do. Thank you so much. It was
right,
very
Thank you.
beautiful to meet you all. Hey, everyone in the chat. Bye, y'all.
All right. I ain't flirting with you.
No, you didn't. You was very professional, and Ash called you out because you treated it as a legit interview, which it was. You asked real questions.
Yeah, the questions were fire. Somebody said the questions. Yeah. You in rare form. You give good questions, but today them questions was hitting a little different.
And I was itching. I was itching to hit her with a I was just something. And I was like, nah, keep it. This is. I was itching to hit her with one of these.
She got Dick Dash.
It was in my
but
soul.
Did you feel bad though? I felt a little sad when she said like she can't even date the way she want to date because it's a journey. So she may avoid her love because her kid is more important, and
she may find the love. She may find that the actual person who should be in her life.
But there's a lot to deal with a child that's on the spectrum because they could just walk up and just slap you. Imagine you date somebody and a kid walk up and slap you, Mike. Yeah. See, look, Mike.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
You thought about it.
That was tough. Like,
you got a point there. You
should have blocked it. You should have been faster, Mike. You should have saw it coming.
I just asked to pass the potatoes. Like
potatoes and a side of smack.
And I didn't notice.
Yo, my son used to break our TVs every time he got mad. Walked up and hit it and smashed the screen. You're not mad. You want to just grip a little nigga up and just like dog. They react like sometimes it comes with the territory. So I get it, the struggle. But no, she's dope. I really, KT, I'm coming out and supporting her. I'm a new fan now. I'm glad we got to talk to her deeper.
No, it's dope. I mean, listen, everybody. That's why I've said it repeatedly. Everybody in here has the weight on the world on their shoulders.
Everybody got a story. Yep.
Everybody got something. Everybody has got multiples. That's why we come in here. We get to get stuff off. You're welcome, Kate. Don't even worry about it. You're welcome. You're welcome here anytime, anything you're promoting. And you cute too. I ain't even flirt with you. And you cute too.
Yeah, she got a lot of stuff to promote. That was good that she got all that out. Cause I didn't know about a lot of that stuff y'all was talking about. The game nights and I knew about the comedy show, but the books. So yeah, that's our recipe. When people talk about what makes you different,
Mhm.
Joe Budden podcast don't do that. Joe Rogan don't do that. We gonna win together, and that's gonna encourage people to get down with the team and get down with the movement. Because when you celebrate us, you celebrating yourself. We ain't like the regular podcast and just want to be applauded and be liked and get views and get cash app. No. We're saying let's all win. We all gonna win. We all gonna promote each other, support each other. We gonna bust through the door 100 strong like Wu-Tang Clan in the 90s, and let's get to it.
And let me stick to my asshole self. If a woman looks like that this early in the morning, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Y'all hoes better step your game. If she comes on here first thing in the morning, dealing with what she deals with every single day and looks like that.
I woke up like this.
What? Just put a little something on her head and threw on a Bonita Applebum tea. Oh, you kidding me right now?
I'm sure she's gonna be done up for the bookstore too, Mike. She's gonna be done up.
What? If I ain't had to work, I'd be in your face. If I ain't had to work, I'd be in your face.
He made it to the interview.
No, I got lit on my.
I got
lit it on.
He made it.
Let me tell you, you lucky I gotta work. I'll be in your face.
You lucky I gotta work. Now you lucky I gotta work. You lucky I gotta work. like they live together. Like
you lucky I got dog.
Give that square, Jay. Give that square.
He's like, give his own square.
You wake up like that. That's what you look like in the morning. After sacrificing your blessing for your blessing, that's what I roll over. That right there. You put something on your head, you throw on a Bonita Applebum t-shirt, and you look like that? KT, you playing with me? I see why you never tapped that link, because you don't want this problem, because I'd be in your face, KT. I'd be in your what? You get Michael Sean number 2. Remember I told you I had like 4 different Michael Seans. Michael Sean number 2. Understanding, encouraging. That's the mic that you getting. The mic that listens. The mic that does stuff you ain't even asked me to do. I filled that tank up. You ain't even know. You thought I was just going to CVS. No, I filled the goddamn tank up. I got the oil changed. I got the tires rotated. Because you look like that in the morning. It's ridiculous. November 8th, Q Spot. All right, before I get out of here, I just got to tell this funny story. And I got to change the title of the Friday was supposed to be Mindless Distractions, and that was far from a mindless distraction. So we got to change that title to interview with author, spoken word, everything. We got to change that. Judge, is it Joe Mathis? It's Judge Joe Mathis, right?
I know it's Judge Mathis.
It's Judge Mathis. So Mathis.
Joe Brown, you probably mixing them up.
Yeah. I'm mixing. So Judge Mathis was doing an interview and he told the story. He was asked about a confrontation between him and NBA star, New York Knicks legend Charles Oakley. For those who don't know, Charles Oakley is notorious. First of all, he was a great basketball player for the Knicks, did what he did, great friends with Michael Jordan. But Charles Oakley is known for smacking people in the face. Charles Oakley is known for being a gangster. Charles Oakley is known for not playing no games. Well, there was an OJ concert, and they all went to a restaurant afterwards. And Mathis told this story. And let me tell you, there's something about the way an OG tells a story that makes me believe that what he's saying actually happened. It's a little lengthy. Y'all just Greg Mathis, Judge Greg Mathis. This is his story. Him telling the story about what happened.
What was the issue between you and Charles Oakley?
Charles is all right. I like Charles. I like Charles. Well, the short story is Charles was in Detroit, and we had all gone to a concert. The OJs were there and others, Queen Latifah and others. And we had left the concert. A couple of my guys that I grew up with had just come out of prison a few weeks earlier, and I wanted to treat them to a concert because I do that quite frequently. You know, when guys come home that unfortunately, most of the guys I knew, they did 20 and 30 years. And so they were just starting to come home, particularly when Obama started resentencing. And they were so dangerous looking, they couldn't even come in. I say, y'all drive around downtown. I'm going to go in here for a minute and have a bite with my guys, with the OJs and Charles, and the mayor was there, Mayor Kilpatrick, etc., Queen Latifah. And so me and Charles had some words, and I think he might have been drinking. He likes to drink every now and then. I'll have a drink every now and then, but from what I'm told, he might take it a little far. And it went too far. And the guys that I had circling around downtown, I got a problem. So they rushed in, and everybody was split up, and Charles drove back to Cleveland that night, 1 a.m. in the snow. Didn't spend the night in Detroit. Now I'll leave it alone. Charles is all right with me. I like Charles. I like the type of cat he is, because they're the type of cats I grew up with and respected. You know, he tough. He ain't playing no games. He out of Cleveland, tough town. So I really do like him as a person, seriously. And we got all the same circle of friends. And so he's all right with me. I know he said some stuff in his book, or I think on an interview or two. That rolled off my shoulder because I like it.
Better.
Yeah, I was reading about it earlier. They say during y'all argument, you told him that his girl loved him for Queen Latifah, and that's when he got really mad.
Come on, man. Baby, yeah. Well, I didn't know she had took him. I do know that his girl was sitting with Queen Latifah spent a lot of time over at Queen Latifah's table. I don't know about whether he took her or whatever, the jealous. I don't know anything about that. I will tell you that she spent a lot of time at Queen Latifah's table and very little time with him that night. And I think Charles and everybody else needs to understand ain't nobody fighting no more. Nobody fighting no more. They ain't doing that no more. Everybody got guns. Everybody got a gun. So I don't care how big you are, how many muscles you got, none of that. It's whoever get to that strap first. That's what matters.
Well, that was the story that I thought. That's my dog killer dog in the background. But that was just an interesting story that I heard. Greg, and I don't know why Judge Greg why I believe him. I don't know why I believe that's what happened.
That sounds like a true story. Too true.
When the OG said, and I can see why Charles Oakley would be mad when somebody says, your girl got taken by Queen Latifah, and
she got dick dash.
That was just one of them things. One of them things that I thought y'all'd be interested to watch a story of an OG. These OGs be dangerous. Y'all don't let that 60, 70-year-old thing fool you. Don't let.
Well, he came from the streets, right? From local. His story was always he came from the hood. He got that's still his squad
and all that.
So that's what he run with. He still run with that.
And then there's a lies detective. Fantasia was on an interview, and KT was talking about how she normally, when we talk about relationships, she said she reverts back to the women on what the women do. And Fantasia was asked a question, and this is a lies detective, and Fantasia had an answer about a songs that she's been requested to sing, and this is what Fantasia said about people asking her to sing.
She's like, we like to hear you sing Free Yourself and Bittersweet. And, what are you going to do now? And I said, well, are you in a relationship? She says, no, girl, but I'm looking. I said, well, if you keep singing Free Yourself and Bittersweet, you'll never find it. Wow. Had a girl.
I think y'all need to hear that again. I think y'all
sing Free Yourself and Bittersweet. And, what are you going to do now? And I said, well, are you in a relationship? She says, no, girl, but I'm looking. I said, well, if you keep singing Free Yourself and Bittersweet, you'll never find it. Wow. Had a girl.
Y'all better play happy songs. I'm in love. I don't know what the songs are, but no lies. They saying Tosh said no lies.
I said no lie.
Yes, Fantasia stomping on them right toes. Hey,
And
Jeanette said what? Nikki said no lies.
all right, well, y'all better watch your mouths. Then y'all better watch your mouths.
I don't know what the inspirational relationship songs are, but it ain't them two Fantasia ones.
I know it ain't single ladies. Or I'm a single. I know it ain't that. I know it ain't that. I know it ain't that. I know it ain't talking about to the left. I know it ain't that. I know. I know.
Okay,
I know it ain't that. But then we added a gentleman who actually got on, and he was in his bag of feelings. Like a lot of people would say, this man was in his feelings, but I think this man was sharing something. Don't mind my killer dog. Y'all don't mind my killer dog. Let me see if I got it here. I mean, he's sharing his feelings about if you want to lose a woman, this is all you got to do if you want to lose a woman.
Let me hear.
If you want to lose a woman, if you want a woman to betray you, if you want a woman to cheat on you, if you want a woman to stab you in the back, I'm going to give you the formula to make that happen. All you have to do is be a good guy.
Oh.
That's all you have to do. Be a nice guy. Every time she call, pick up. Every time she texts you, text her back within a minute or two. All right? Be available. Express your deep, passionate love for her. And I promise you, with authentic certainty, you will lose that woman, bro. All right? Be that guy that women say they want. And I promise you, you'll be heartbroken.
No lies.
Same day shipping, Amazon Prime. Free game.
No lies. Talk your talk, homie. Tosh, something he sound dumb. No, he don't, Tosh. You know darn well, as soon as that guy respond too fast, he look at it. Look, watch this. Watch how quick he respond back. Y'all don't want it. You act like you want it, but you don't want it. Facts on facts.
I'm just gonna tell y'all. When I was the other person, them four personalities, there's the number one personality, that one's gone. Like I can never revert back to number one. That person, and I put number one because you'd be like, well, why is it number one? Number one, I put it there specifically to remind myself not to be that one. Like I can't go back to being that one. But when I was that one,
that's when you got him.
I could scroll at 2:00 in the morning and get somebody's attention. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. When I was that one, attention was very easy to come by.
Oh, he's all wrong. They saying he wrong, Mike. I know that's what Nikki said. No lies. All you got to do is be Mike number 2. Okay.
Right. Yeah. 2. I'm working with. I've been working with 2. But number one, I had a pick. When I wasn't shit, when I wasn't,
you didn't care, whatever.
When I ain't give a damn about your feelings, when I didn't filter what was coming out my mouth, when I didn't care about what verbal disrespect might come out my mouth, this phone was lit. But Mike number 2.
She said, where he at?
Nah, nigga, that's the kind of guy I want.
That's the kind of guy I want. Where he at?
Where he at?
You should have met me at the club.
You gonna text me on time? No, she's saying that.
Oh, you're about the first one. Yeah, the first one, dude. Yeah, I'm just telling you.
25.
He much better. Exactly, Taj. He out here courting city girls.
City girls. That's why. I guess she's like, you can't make no whole housewife. That's what she's trying to say. It's the wrong ones. You responding too quick.
You sure he's courting city girls?
No.
You sure? You sure he's courting city girls, or maybe he courting? I don't know. Let's see if I find.
Oh, you missed Doc's segment. They look forward to him his lessons.
Nah, we got time.
Y'all gonna do it today? I'm leaving at 7:45. Y'all can chill.
We good, yeah.
8:45.
He said 7:45.
Yeah, that's what.
No, 8:45. I'm leaving at 8:45.
Yeah, let Doc have his own.
It's 8:46. That's what they say. I get it.
Yeah, I'm about to be out. I just want to see if I can find.
Player in the management position.
Let me see if I can find.
That was never my thoughts, but I must have not let myself if I was that way.
That's interesting for women. A guy responds quickly, says everything you want, like, and you shit on him.
I've seen people say too nice. I've heard that. I've heard a few times people say, not me. I'm not trying to say me, but I've heard people say about other people, he's too nice.
So if I've heard that 1,000 times, he's too nice.
I don't know what that means to this day. Like too nice.
I've heard it 1,000 times. He's too nice. And you know what I did in my basket? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he corny ass nigga.
Yeah, you want to go to the hotel? Yeah, I know because he too. Yeah, you want to go.
No, you said you want to go to the car.
You want to go to the car? I didn't want to say it, but I was gonna say it.
The hotel's too nice. The hotel's too nice.
No, we're gonna end with Doc's segment, y'all. Doc is gonna do his.
Yeah, Doc's gonna do a segment.
You gonna just end the whole broadcast here just because you gotta go?
No, I could have. That would have been funny, but I'm not. Doc. So listen, everybody have a good weekend. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Y'all rock out with Doc, Lady Q, the whole thing. WokeUpInspired.com. Jay Black can take care of that. I will see y'all on Tuesday. Kate, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing everything. And don't forget Saturday, and I'm sure Jay hit it. Saturday, she's gonna be in Trenton. Classic used books in Trenton. You be there, and I need y'all to be there just to prove that Jay Black actually showed up.
I'm gonna be there. And I put a GoFundMe in the chat too. I'm gonna be there Saturday. I'm trying to tell him to be there bright and early. It's 12 o'clock, and I'm buying 2.
I'm not ending the show, but I feel funny not doing it.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
He just had to do it. That was his exit stage left. So Doc, send me whatever links you need me to send so we can get to.
I'm not even going to mess with the audio today. I can play a video another time. I just got the slides because last time we did the slides and it was easy and I just got to talk and it went smooth. So instead of going back and forth with the audio, especially since we only got like 10, 12 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I said, let me just I got slides up. I'll share my screen and you just let me know when you can hear me and I'll just.
We get to your single. Let me see if I can find your intro too. Have a good weekend, Mike. Ash said, I hate him. I know. We all do, Ash. Let me see if I can find your intro because Mike be moving stuff around. And then we're going to get to the Dr. Smith. Where is it at?
She got big dash.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Girl, shut the up.
Where is the
nigga, please?
All
my motherfucking friends hate your bitch.
Oh, you can play it at the end. How about that? While I'm going, you can look for it. You can play it with the new one. And then Mike already played the other outro, so now you can play my intro as the outro today.
Where is your intro? All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna keep looking for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to make sure I got it the right way.
All right.
Oh, I can see myself here too. I'm like, okay, this is dope then. Let me see.
All right. See?
Okay, wait, we might have something today that made it easy.
Jay, you doing that on purpose? A couple of them I did, Miss Clark, on purpose, but I can't find it. I'm gonna find it though.
No, okay, let's talk then. You went to Temple. I went to Temple. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm teaching Temple professor. He went to Temple. Yep. This is
5 times. I went to Temple 5 times, literally.
Rapping professor. And this is a segment with Dr. Smith. Let's go. What we talking about today?
Right. Actually, you know what I never did? I never started the way I start class. So let me just take a minute because usually when I start class, like the first day, when I'm asking all these questions, I bring in that great philosopher, from Philadelphia, Meek Mill. And I don't think I've ever done that on the show before. So since I got a minute, I say, is you ready? And the students be like, what he about to do, right? It was OG. And I'm like, I used to pray to speak like this to peeps like this, Coretta and Martin, queens and kings like this, in the back of a paddy wagon, cuffs was on my wrist, but thinking how our ancestors had it worse than this. When our dreams take hold, nightmares are through. It's time to marry our destiny, and I say I do. Far as freedom, we got to see it with a clear-eye view so the ancestors could bless us like we said, hot you. But you got to read. Let that breathe. Before they come for me, I'm getting deep. Never let no fear get in between intended targets. Literally finish what you started. They love you, deaf, dumb, and blind, but they hate it when you get smarter. I went and got it regardless. Vision it like an artist. When the struggle gets harder, remember that you the hardest. Be a god or a goddess, but people over your prophets and pay no mind to them cowards. I tell my haters, I got this. See, I know that my mind is power. I'm speaking to take us higher. Here at Temple, we bring that fire. So I keep it real so the chosen could be inspired. When you got your mind right, then the hate increase. They blaming it on sagging pants and copping beats. So I murder beats from the streets to the barbershop. Fans be like, oh, hey, your bars are hot. You got a pot. If you ain't talking about uplifting, what you talking about? Real gangsters moving silence. You see, they talk a lot. I'm going to use my words, and I'm going to use the word on my ground until we get what we deserve. Now get up. Hold up. Wait a minute. They thought we was finished. Took away the money for the schools to build their prisons. Flexing on my haters just like Popeye with this minute. Juniors, double M, I'm a G, I make a movement, making millions. Type to come with them Garvey, them Dr. Santi quotes. Melissa Harris Perry, some Ta-Nehisi Coates, some Mark Lamont Hill for their young minds to glow. It's some name y'all ain't recognize when they Google that when you go. Because it's more than about bill money or just keeping it real. Those who brought this truth before me been killed. They caught around that put them down. They in the ground, no joke. I come to make this clear for y'all, no mirrors and no smoke. All I know is learning. When it comes to me, I got books on Afrocentrics. I got books on Dr. King. Got my BA3 MAs about to have 2 PhDs. And every time I give a lecture, I'll be turning up the bars. All right, let's go. That's how I usually get the semester started.
Wow. And you know what? And guess what I found? Let's hit it.
Hey.
Make some noise. Time to get your knowledge up and get ready to write down some facts with Dr. Aaron Smith.
Heed the words of the brother, Sissy.
Holla. I'm going to run through this first part, so I really want to focus on the second part.
My bad.
No, it's all good. So this is Margaret Sanger, famous for, the precursor to Planned Parenthood when they were doing the eugenics movement, when she was giving speeches to the KKK and the like. She said the most merciful thing that a large family does to one of its infant members is to kill it. You're reading that right. That's what she said. Yeah, I can't do a whole Margaret Sanger day, but Hillary Clinton loves her, so I figured it'd be important to talk about some of these projects. It seems to me, Margaret Sanger said, from my experience where I've been in North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas, that while the colored Negroes, I've never heard that term before, colored Negroes, what other type of Negroes are there, have great respect for white doctors, they can get closer to their own members and more or less lay their cards on the table, which means their ignorance, superstitions, and doubts. They do not do this with the white people. And if we can train the Negro doctor at the clinic, he can go amongst them with enthusiasm and with knowledge, which I believe will have far-reaching results among the colored people. His work, in my opinion, should be entirely with the Negro profession and the nurses, hospital, social workers, as well as the county's white doctors. His success will depend upon his personality and his training by us. That is white supremacy in a nutshell. We're going to use the black people. We're studying the black people to see how we can get and exploit the black people and deceive the black people. But the black people are only going to be in charge of other black people. When the first black police officers were hired, they weren't even allowed to carry guns. They put black police officers on the street without guns because you get the black cop to watch the drug spot, right? Like Karis once said, right? So you see how she's studying these black people. She's seeing the trust amongst black people. And she said, we got to utilize the trust that they have amongst each other and exploit that and distort that for our benefit and our gain. It's Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger, the one with all the pink shirts and all that. I'm pro-life and I'm pro-choice and I'm pro-everything. I'm pro do what you got to do and live your life. But I'm not pro-Margaret Sanger. The minister. Ooh, let me go ahead. You can't point to yourself. You can't point now. The minister's work is also important, and he should be trained, not by God, perhaps by the federation, as to our ideals and the goal that we hope to reach. We do not want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. And the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. I'm one of those rebellious members. If anybody starts questioning, hey, why y'all trying to get rid of what's it? Let me lay hands on you. Let me get a corrupt minister in the mix. So this is an old playbook. Get the people that get our black doctors, get our black politicians, right? Shout out Hakeem Jeffries and all his AIPAC money. Get these black people. And he said, personality. She said that. So they looking at who got charisma, who's an influencer. Even back then, this is 1939. I just want to give y'all some of the understanding of what's against us. I'm not going to do this whole. I'm going to jump to the election in a minute. Michael Higgins, Margaret's father. Extremism was not just typical. This is Margaret Singer's father. Several days after the death of her 4-year-old brother, Henry, listen to this, y'all. Margaret accompanied her father on a late-night mission to the cemetery where Henry had been buried. There, Higgins dug up the boy's corpse, formed a plaster of Paris cast, right, of his head and shoulders, and used the mold to create a bust of Henry for presentation to his wife. These motherfuckers was crazy. This is who we gonna look at to see whether we should have children? Have African people ever looked at their bank account before they decided what their purpose on the planet was or was it to procreate? People in Africa having 8 and 9 and 11 children today. We never connected money with, I'll finish that one next time. I want to end on a more positive note for the last few minutes. And I want to let people know that what we focus on is important, but I need people to know that people are trying to kill us and get rid of us. And if you don't understand that, then you won't understand why sports and comedy and music are so popular, why we're objectified and sexualized, and our 12 and 13-year-olds are twerking on it. They need us everywhere else. We talked about gangster rap and the influx of dumbing down culture and music. It's all because the real plan is so frightening that it would force the average person into such a rebellious state that they'd be ready to take somebody's life to protect their future and their families. But I understand that the future belongs to Africa, and most of these nations that are not having problems with procreation are in Africa. Some of the average ages of some of these nations in Africa are 14 and 16. So the future belongs to us. They know it. That's why they got problems. But let me go ahead and do a little 3 minutes of this. So we need to resurrect our heroes like Imhotep, the first multi-genius, right? They say when they take the Hippocratic oath that Hippocrates says that Imhotep, is the real father of medicine. But if you go to med school, you don't get none of this. So I want to make sure that names are said. But if you resurrect Imhotep and you believe that you can do it, you might be like this brother from Jackson State University. He created a straw that filters lead. Take the responsibility of clean water directly out of the government, state, and city officials' hands and put it in the hands of the consumer, said Clean Straw Creators. Clean Straw Creators. You can look that up, Clean Straw. I don't know if 2 W's is my typo or not, but Clean Straw and Lamont or Lamonte, I don't know, Pierce. So this brother made a straw that can take lead out of water. So while we looking at what Trump going to do, Trump not going to give us food, Trump and the government not going to, and just like Mike said about the billboard, we got to stop putting our emphasis and onus on other people to save us as though they have the power to do so. We got to, it's like the Wizard of Oz. We got to see through these people, not look to these people. We got to see through these people and stop looking to these people. They ain't doing nothing we can't do. All they're going to do is use a little paper that they drew colored in and put pictures of pedophiles and slave traders on and be like, oh, we printed out some more money. Now we could do it. But the work that's being done is the same work, whether they print money or not. And I used to fall victim to this as well. I used to say, like we said earlier, money make the world go round. I'm going to give you a new one. Black people make the world go round. Wait for it, because before they was using their money, who was the first hot stock sold on Wall Street? Black people. Who were the ones getting bought and purchased and auctioned off? Black people. What was the number one commodity in the colonies? Black people. Black people make the world go round. Now, if you want to coin energy and try to find a way to have a tangible measurement for the energy being expelled on that plantation, then yes, that will represent what's going on when people go to work, the GDP, right? But the workers are what's creating the value. The money don't build. Put some money on the floor and see what it do. The money ain't doing nothing. The money's representing things that are actually being done. But they do such a nice shell game, they got you thinking the power is the money and not the person who gives the money value. Let me cook today. So we got to look at Sankofa is reaching back to go and get it, right? The lessons, right? How are they able to have cleaner teeth and cleaner white clothes with no washing machines, even though they worked on a plantation for 15 hours a day than we do today? Why are our teeth rotten and we obese and our clothes are wrinkled and dirty, but on a plantation with whip marks on their back, their family's more intact, even though somebody physically was separating them? Let me go ahead and go, because Elon Musk is so rich. Elon Musk is so smart. Elon Musk getting government welfare. Nothing more, nothing less. He making a microchip called Neuralink to put in people's brains. But you need to know, because people go in for these routine checkups and end up with something they didn't sign up for. Now listen to what they're saying honestly. This is Prince William. Africa's rapidly growing human population is predicted to more than double by 2050, a staggering increase of 3.5 million people per month. There is no question that this increase puts wildlife and habitat under enormous pressure. These are the people that killed all the buffalo so that the native people couldn't eat and stood on mounds of bones of buffalo, because the indigenous people, they don't care about no animals. These are the people that killed tens of millions of people and chop down every tree that they can get their hands on that ain't federally protected. All the wildlife and rainforests, they want to take it over and exploit it and take all the rubber and the cobalt and the coltan and the gold. These people don't love the land. What they're scared of is being outnumbered. This is about power. They're not worried about lemurs and lions. The same one that destroyed the water and the air is going to turn around to you and pretend that the reason they don't want black people to be born is because they care about the environment. Urbanization, infrastructure, development, cultivation, all good things in themselves, but they will have a terrible impact unless, wait for it, this is the best part, we begin to plan and take measures now. What measures you going to take? That's like Bill Gates said, if we do these vaccines right, we can reduce the population. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? So you all in my bed, you all in my business. So even though somebody might say there's nothing wrong with you choosing to love who you want to love, there's definitely a preferred orientation for those that don't want us to procreate. Both can be true. Oh, let me get my mic, sir. So he says, before the election, Putin, I said this before too, but you can learn through repetition. Putin offers $8.6 billion to Russians to have more babies. So while they're telling us, go to the clinic, we can't afford to have babies. Or we can afford it if somebody gives us $8 billion. And don't even get me started on Israel. You know, they get paid to have babies. They get an extra few thousand if they have twins, and they get free college, and they get universal health care, and mostly paid for taxpayer dollars with the United States. But that's a different lecture for a different day. Tens of millions of pounds of UK aid money have been spent on a program that has forcibly sterilized Indian men and women. I'm going fast now. I'm just going to skim through it to finish it up. In 1976, if you don't know about this, during the great, what they call the emergency, 1976 alone, the Indian government sterilized 6.2 million men. That's why Francis Cress Welsing said everything you see in terms of racism is based on this theory called genetic annihilation. White people realized at some point when they was colonizing everybody and raping everybody and violating everybody and not get demonetized, that they realized that every time the babies are born, the babies are brown. So they can't stop you by trying to violate our women and breed us out because we have dominant genes like Mendel with the P's. So they said if we keep just trying to violate them, we're gonna make more brown babies. We're gonna expedite our displacement. So how do we procreate but trick them into not procreating? And everything they do, that's why in the beginning of Baby Boy, they talk about the crib and all that. That's quoting Francis Cress Welsing when you see Tyrese in the womb, right? When you see Martin Lawrence talking about everything's racial in the movie Boomerang, and he's talking about the pool tables and why the white ball got to knock all the black balls down. That's Francis Cress Welsing's theory. She's saying everything you see in life is based on racism because white people realize that you are genetically dominant. That's why they call the gun the great equalizer. Why would the gun make us equal if I was already superior? And why is the gun long and black and everything else? And why are the men? Because the men have the power with the gun that they got to impose sexual advances on women in a way the women can on men. That's why the black man is the most feared on the planet, because of his ability to procreate. That's why they want to lock you up during your primary periods of procreation. So by the time you come out, you are old man, she an old lady, you ain't doing nothing, you ain't building nothing, and you ain't procreating nothing. But in closing, let me go ahead and close out. We do not see the war being waged against us because we don't want to and because we are afraid. We are engaging in behavior specifically designed to block out any awareness of the war, which is our true reality. People do not like you. They're not your friends. I don't care how nice your neighborhood is. They want to kill you. There's always been novelties and exceptions. Y'all saw Django. Y'all know the stories. So yes, a few of us will have seats at the crumbs of the table, but we want to make sure that we believe that we deserve our own and should have our own. We should be happy with one president, but we should be even more happy when we get 46 like other people. Take care. That's it.
We are protected by the red, the black, and the green.
Put your hands in the air. Make some noise. Time to get your knowledge up and get ready to write down some facts with Dr. Aaron Smith.
Heed the words of the brother, Sissy.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.